Guys, welcome to my channel. In today's case, we will be talking about Gabriel Fernandez, who is from Palmdale, California. He was born February the 20th, 2005. He was 8 years old. Gabriel's mother gave birth and left him in the hospital for 3 days. Early on, he went to go live with his great uncle and his partner. Gabriel stayed in the home for about 4 years until the grandfather decided he wanted to take Gabriel out the home. He didn't see it fit that his grandson was in the house with homosexuals. He lived with his grandparents for 3 to 4 years, and for whatever the reason, he went into the custody of his mother and her boyfriend, along with his other siblings. Other family members didn't approve of it. They had concerns. Gabriel was in the home for about 8 months with them, and during this time,
Warning: the following info is sensitive and may be hard to listen to.
he was routinely abused and tortured, from physical beatings, being shot multiple times by a BB gun. He had multiple teeth knocked out from a baseball bat. He was forced to consume cat litter and feces. He as well had to eat spoiled food and his own vomit. Gabriel had broken bones, had been burnt by cigarettes and other hot objects. Unfortunately, Gabriel was forced to sleep bound and gagged in a small cabinet, as well as to wear girls' clothing. It was reported by his siblings that the mother and boyfriend would laugh during the abuse, which the abuse allegedly was motivated because they thought little Gabriel was gay. In 2012 to 2013, his first grade teacher had made several reports. Due to being a mandated reporter, the first red flags were Gabriel was asking questions about being whipped, which child welfare hotline had been contacted. But there had still continued to be signs of abuse, like having a fat lip, missing patches of hair, and he even told that he had been shot by a BB gun. The teacher continued to make the reports to the hotline. She was told several times that they would go check on what was going on, which the social worker only talked to the mother. She never talked to Gabriel. Social workers and supervisors were accused of neglect and falsifying documents, or should I say, public records. On May 22nd, 2013, Gabriel was allegedly beaten him for not tidying up his toys. The result led to him being unresponsive, so his mother called 911. By the time Gabriel got to the hospital, he was pronounced brain dead. Gabriel passed 2 days later, May 24th, 2013. His autopsy concluded blunt force trauma aggravated by neglect as well as malnutrition. The mother had been arrested the day after she had called 911 on child endangerment, and the boyfriend for attempted with special circumstances of torture. The prosecutors did pursue the death penalty. The mother pled guilty in February of 2018 to her charge as part of a plea to avoid the death penalty, which she was sentenced to life in prison without parole. In court, she apologized. The boyfriend in 2017 pled not guilty. At one point, the jury was at a deadlock, but eventually they rendered the verdict of death. Since then, they have fought for the Gabriel Law, which gives officers on an abuse call to quickly check DCFS history and to alert a caseworker. My thoughts. I don't know why the mother didn't just leave the boy where he was at with the grandparents. If it bothers you that much that you thought an 8-year old, really at the time he came, 7-year old was gay. If that's what you thought, and it bothered you so much. Now I've heard of people saying trying to beat it out of a kid and all this and that, but that was past that. And even beating a kid, that ain't gonna work. I don't know how you can not have your child for so long, and then you do get them, and you don't do right by him. If anything, she should have been loving him and showing him all of the things that she hadn't shown for all the years she didn't have him. But she just made his life even worse. As I say, you have to be careful with people who you having your kids with, who you have your kids, because the boyfriend, he just is worse. You going along with it. I hope in this story you help on your kids, and if you're at a point that you feel the need to hurt your child, drop them off at the fire station. Give them to somebody that you know is going to really take care of your child. Thank you for watching.